Well, down on the farm, there's a mixture of players, really, isn't there?
There is. Some of the players are trying to get their shot at the National Hockey League. There are other players that are winding down their career, and then yet there's some players that probably never make it up.
And this next player fits into two of those categories. For the better part of a decade, Lindy Ruff patrolled the blue line for the Buffalo Sabres, lending toughness, skill, character, and leadership. He became as much a part of the Western New York community as he was a part of the team. But in March of 1989, the former Sabres captain was shipped off to New York in exchange for a fifth-round draft choice.
You know, Buffalo is a lot more of a sort of a hometown hockey team. You know, the people in the community really get behind their team, and you know, it hurts them when you're losing, and they really love it when you're winning. And in New York, it's such a big city that you don't see a lot of that. You know, the Garden is packed every night, but you know, the fans are really hostile when you're losing, and they're you know, they really jump on the bandwagon when you're winning. But as far as community-wise, you really don't get involved that much.
Now, the big city lights weren't for Lindy Ruff. He spent 2.5 years with the Rangers organization, but last season saw action in only 14 games. It was clear Ruff wasn't a part of the Ranger plan. So at the end of the year, he needed to make a move.
It was really up in the air this year on what I was going to do, whether I was going to play or not. And I wanted to maybe get into coaching or maybe play at some level again. And I think Rochester was a little bit, I guess they didn't have the depth that they wanted. And, you know, Jerry made it available to me to, you know, maybe go down there and play defense or play an assistant coach or help out at least. I enjoy giving back a little bit of leadership to the game. You know, there's a lot of young guys down there. You know, it's gratifying for me. It's a tough situation to see what they're going through trying to get to the NHL.
Certainly there are big differences between being in the NHL and the AHL. Lindy runs down just a few.
You've got long bus trips. Instead of collecting frequent flyer, you can bus anywhere after the season's over for nothing. But you know, you've got a lot of, you got to pay your dues down there. You know, you carry your own equipment, you unpack your own equipment. It's much like junior hockey. You know, everybody digs in. The rookies do a lot more work than the older guys, but you have to pay a price.
Tell me what's the craziest it could be?
The craziest I think it could be is you play on the road on a Wednesday night, and you come home on Thursday and play at home on a Friday night, and then bus to Hershey or Baltimore on a Saturday, and on the way back you stop halfway in Williamsport and drag your gear off the bus and hang up all that stinky, rotten equipment in your hotel room with you and air it out overnight, get up in the morning, bus to Rochester and play Sunday night.
The travel and the trying schedule takes its toll. Lindy and his wife Gay are raising their two small children, 2-year-old Brett and 7-month-old Aaron.
How old is Brett? 2. And what's your whole name? Brett Michael Ruff.
I'm gone a lot, and you know, I miss spending time with all of them, and you know, they miss not having me around, and it's been hard.
Yet it seems all worthwhile when you see the 31-year-old Ruff play the anchor on the Amherst Young defense.
You know, we're down there, we set our goal to win the Calder Cup, and I didn't go down there to become a loser. I mean, I want to win something. I never won anything with the Sabres. I mean, it's not that the effort wasn't there. When we had some darn good teams, and we had some misfortune, but now that we're down in Rochester, our goal is to win the Calder Cup.
Lindy plays about 25 minutes per game in Rochester. He's gotten into 36 games, has 2 goals, 16 assists, 18 points, and hopes to catch on with an expansion team after this. Play a couple more years in the NHL.
Sure, why not? He's in great shape. He was one of the first players to step up and introduce himself to me when I joined the Buffalo Sabres. I'll never forget that. Nice guy. Very nice. Sabres tonight will continue as we have a 3-game week ahead. And we're going to talk to Danny about Detroit, Montreal, and Boston. This is Sabres Tonight on Fox 29.